Hey guys, welcome back. And if you're new here, I'm Carrie and this is MyChairSpins. And this is Raleigh. Say hello, Raleigh. Hello. Say hello, Raleigh. Hi. Hello. So for today's video, we're going to learn how to use Inkscape to do knockout text. I know everyone loves the way that the knockout text looks, especially on a sign. If you're making like a wooden sign or even on a canvas, or even if you're doing a framed just cardstock with adhesive vinyl on it. It always looks so cool with the knockout text. So the first thing we're going to do is open Inkscape, and if you don't already have Inkscape or you're not sure how to download it, please check out my other video, how to install Inkscape. I'll link it in the description below. And so let's get on with this video. So once we've got Inkscape opened, we're going to click on the text. And if you hover over those icons, they will tell you what they are. And we're just going to type my last name. We'll use me as an example. And then I want to make this bigger so I can actually see it better. So I'm going to go to my selector tool and make it bigger. And I'm going to change this font because I don't love it. So I just double clicked and clicked to select it all. And I'm going to go to this drop down. Now, sometimes the first time you do this drop down, it won't always let you scroll all the way. If it won't, just close it and do it again, and then you'll be able to open them up. Okay, so I changed the text to Mont. And now, again, I want to make this a little bit bigger so I can see it easier. So I'm just going to make it bigger. And then this is still text. It's not an actual object. So what we're going to do is we need to change it from an object to a path. So we're going to go up to Path and go Object to Path. And then we're going to go to Object and we're going to go Ungroup. And it's going to ungroup and make them each individual. And then we're going to go to Path again and Union to make this all one path. So now we no longer have text. We're actually working with an SVG. So now we want to get our other text in here. So we're going to click the text button again, and I'm going to type my husband, not all in caps, Andrew and Carrie. And again, I'm going to make this bigger so I can see it. Just a little bit bigger though, not too much bigger right now. And then I'm going to triple click inside so I can select it all again because I want to change the font, and I'm just going to find a pretty scripty font to use. That will work, I think, just fine for what we're doing today. So now I'm going to go back to my selector tool, and I'm going to stretch this out a little bit, about the length of my name, because ultimately what we're going to do is we're going to put this in the middle of our last name. Now you guys are probably starting to get the idea of what I'm doing here. Okay, so again, though, this is still just an image. So first I'm going to change this color so that I can see it easier. Okay, so now I want to go do the same thing we did with the last name. Object to Path, Object, Ungroup, Path, Union, makes it all one. Now we're going to go back to Path, and this is where it gets interesting. We're going to do a linked offset, but first I want to drag this on top of my last name so that it makes for less work in the long run. So I'm just going to center it where I want the name to fall inside here, right? Now I'm going to go Path, Linked Offset, and now after I've clicked Linked Offset, I want to go select a different color. I am also at this point going to hit Shift %, so that it does not snap where I don't want it to. I want to be able to pull this anywhere I want. So we're just going to make this a little bit bigger than what it currently is. And then we're going to go to our selector tool, and we still have that linked offset selected. So we're going to hold Shift, select our last name. We're going to go to Path, and we're going to go to Difference. And it took that linked offset and took the difference out of the last name so that now there is that nice little perfect space around the first names inside the last name. And that is how you do knockout text. You can also do knockout images, all kinds of fun stuff with this. I'm going to just go and select this whole thing now, and I'm going to go to File, or actually I'm going to go to Object, and I'm going to go to Group, because I want this to group just in one. And then I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to Save As, and I'm going to select, normally it wouldn't, plain SVG probably wouldn't be selected, it'd probably be Inkscape SVG, which is probably fine, but I like to just change mine to plain SVG, and then name it whatever you want to name it, and then click Save, and then you are ready to upload it to Design Space. So let's go to our Design Space. Get rid of this. Let's go to our Design Space. We're going to go to Upload. We're going to go to Upload Image and Browse. And right here is our image that we just created. And we're going to save. And then if we insert this, you'll notice that it's just like pretty much any other SVG that you would use in Design Space. There it is. And then we can ungroup this. You can change the colors like you would anything else. And you can obviously use whatever vinyl you want to use when you cut it. But there you have it. That is Knockout Text with Inkscape. I hope this video was helpful. Leave a comment below and let me know if you liked this video and you want to see more like it. If you want to learn how to use Inkscape more in depth, I would be happy to make more videos about that. If you liked the content in this video, please give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video. Say bye, Ruby. Bye, Ruby. Bye, bye, bye.